Hey everybody, it's Outland. What's going on? And hey, it's been a hot minute since I've come to you from the basement studio, but here I am coming to you from the basement studio. And man, it feels weird, but it feels good. It feels nice. And before I go on any further, please, if you are not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. It really, really helps me out. It puts me up in the algorithm. It helps get me out there and get me noticed. And I have been trying to get to 5,000 subs for what, 10 years now, something like that. I don't know why my channel has just not grown that much, but it's okay. I still love doing this and I'm still going to keep doing it. But if you could like and subscribe and share this out, I would really appreciate that. And honestly, I cannot even believe that it is 2025 already. Man, I just turned 50 a couple months ago and I feel it. Honestly, I feel old. As soon as I turned 50, maybe it was psychological, but as soon as I hit 50, I literally started getting like back pains and aches and just weird stuff. But I also haven't been very active, so definitely going to be working on that. And since we're in a new year, I always try to come up with new goals and things for the new year, new things I want to do, places I want to go, things I want to try, and places I want to see, things like that. This year's no different. I have a lot of stuff that I want to do. As you guys know, I got into bike packing a couple years back. I really started to push it last spring, summer, fall, started really getting into bike packing, upgraded to a new bike, a Surly Bridge Club, which I've almost have exactly where I want. I'll talk about that in just a second, but I do need to make a video about that bike so I can show you everything that I've done to it and how I'm using it for bike packing. Really got into bike packing, just biking in general. I love biking. I love riding my bike, and I've always been a bike person, and just being able to ride has just opened up another avenue of adventure for me and just new things, seeing new stuff, going new places, hitting up rail trails, hitting up local trails. I did a lot more riding last year than I've ever done, I think, and it was just a blast. I felt so much better over the summer and just rejuvenated, and I love it. But that has not diminished my love for backpacking. I still love backpacking. It's probably still my number one activity when it comes to outdoors activity. Bikepacking's is a close second, though. I'll tell you, it's just become a lot of fun. But I still plan to do a lot of backpacking this year, hiking, day hiking, things like that, exploring. I'd really like to do a lot more just general exploring this year. I think that would be a lot of fun, just to go rock hounding, go find rocks and fossils and artifacts and just explore places and things like that. I love doing that as well, just collecting stuff that I find. And not that I need more stuff. In fact, I just spent the entire Christmas break going through about 50 different bins full of junk that is getting taken out of the house, getting donated, thrown away, whatever. We got rid of a ton of stuff. We moved into this house 5 years ago, and we had bins that we had never even opened, full of stuff, full of kitchen stuff, bedroom stuff, whatever it was. And we're just like, we don't use any of this. We don't need any of this. So we just cleared it out, made more room in the house, and it felt great. So at one breath, I'm talking about collecting more stuff, and the other breath, I'm talking about getting rid of stuff. So kind of hypocritical, I guess. So when it comes to hiking, I did pick up some new gear this year. I got a couple new things so far. One of the things I got was these REI Trailmade pants. Got a great deal right around Thanksgiving. I think it was Black Friday time on these pants. These are normally $60-some. I picked them up for like half price. I think 30, 40 bucks. And they're super lightweight, but they're UV protective and have a nice drawstring waist, and they got some pockets, and they're just really nice pants. And I like REI's clothes. A lot of people don't, but I like their clothing, and I think they're good quality, and I think this will be nice. I still really want a pair of cool KUHL pants, or yeah, KUHL, I think is how it's spelled. Cool pants, really nice soft shell type stretchy pants. They're pricey. They're up there like around 100 bucks. And I have not been able to justify spending 100 bucks on those pants yet. So compromised and got the Trailmade pants. But again, I think these are going to be nice, and they're just suit me very well in this coming season. I also really needed a new pair of hiking shoes, trail runners. My Keens fell apart and my Ultra Superiors fell apart on me this year. They literally just disintegrated. They had several hundred miles on them, maybe close to 1,000 miles. When I buy stuff like this, I wear the crap out of it. I wear it till it literally falls apart. And Superiors fell apart on me. So I was looking at Hoka's. I was looking at all different other types of shoes, maybe switching it up this year and doing something different, getting some new trail runners. And then I ended up buying Ultras again because I really like Ultras. So I got, these are the Temp 5s, I believe they are. Yeah, Temp 5s. These are nice frickin' shoes. They weigh nothing. I don't even know what the weight is on these, but they're super, super light. They have Vibram soles, Vibram, however you want to say it. Nice. These are nice. And I really, really like them. I've done a little bit of hiking in them and super comfortable. Like they weigh nothing. Again, they're just fantastic. So these will be my hiking shoes for probably the next few seasons at least. And we'll see how they last. I hope they last a decent amount of time. Ultra doesn't have the best track record when it comes to durability on their shoes, but we'll see. I keep going back to them, so there must be something about them that I like. So back to bike packing. Let's talk about bike packing for a little bit. My Surly Bridge Club, my steel bike, my steel steed. One of my favorite bikes, probably the favorite bike I've ever owned. I absolutely love it. I've had some Treks that I've loved. I had a Cannondale that I liked. Love my Bridge Club. A couple things I wanted to change about it though. The main biggest one probably is the saddle, which I have not changed yet, and the bars. I wanted some different bars. I was trying to do my own makeshift handlebars with just a flat bar that I had on my other mountain bike. And then I put some end grips in the middle and kind of just made my own alt bar, I guess is what you'd call it. I decided to bite the bullet and actually get a Surly Moloko bar. And this actually just came today. It literally arrived a few hours ago from REI. I had some gift cards I got for Christmas, actually almost paid for the entire thing. So this is the Surly Moloko. It is a steel handlebar. It has, it's a weird shape. It's very different when it comes to, this is what you consider an alt bar. But a lot of bike packers use these. A lot of Surly riders use these. It is very, very cool because it has like these kind of a wider, laid back kind of grip to it. So it kind of gives you almost like a beach bar type of, much more upright position as opposed to the straight, flat position that I had. My old bars were giving me shoulder pain and neck pain, and it just wasn't very comfortable on super long rides. So I love the swept back grips on these. I can use the same brakes and shifters and everything, don't have to change any of that. And then I also have these horns on these bars. So this gives you additional grips. This gives you alternate hand positions. You can put your hands here. I can put a bag in here in this empty space. I can put a light up here, bell over here. I have a bell. I can put all kinds of stuff on this. So we're going to see how this works. I'm going to try it out this season, and I think I'm going to be happy with the Surly Moloko bars. Real excited to put these on my Bridge Club. It's going to be fantastic. In addition to my very cool Moloko bars, I had to get some new grips, of course. Again, because I was having wrist pain, neck pain. I was having pain shooting all the way up here, all the way up to my, like up into my neck, up under my ear. I was having some pretty nasty pain. So I decided to go with kind of a popular grip that a lot of bike touring people use, and these are the Ergons. These Ergon grips, they're like a flat paddle type of grip, and basically it allows you to put your whole palm on those, and it gives you just a lot more, a more aligned kind of grip. So you know, once this is on the actual bar itself, it will give me just a much straighter grip, and with the Moloko bars, I'll have a much more upright position. I think these are going to be great. This whole setup is just, I've taken a lot of cues from professional bike packers, I guess, professionals you'd call them, people I've been following, some friends from bike packing routes and things like that, and this is the kind of setup that I've seen. So the Molokos with ergon grips is kind of the cool thing right now, and I'm not doing it just to be cool. I'm definitely doing it for performance, comfort, ergonomics, all that fun stuff. So we'll see how these paddle grips do. I think they're going to do well. Very excited, and yeah, it's going to be fun. All right, for bike packing, another thing that I decided to do this year, and this will be a controversial one, probably. I decided to buy a freestanding tent. Now, I've been wanting a freestanding tent for a while, ever since I sold my Marmot Limelight that I had. Now, it was a 3-person tent. It was way too big for backpacking or even bike packing or anything. It was a huge tent. It was heavy. It weighed like 6 pounds. I ended up selling that on an online forum. But I really, really wanted a freestanding tent again. Just, I think for the ease of it, the ease of setup. As I got older, as I'm getting older, I'm getting more lazy, I think, in my old age. I do not want to mess with setting up a hammock, setting up even trekking pole tents are fine for hiking. I'm not going to take trekking poles on my bike. It's not happening. So I wanted a freestanding tent. I wanted something lightweight. I wanted something easy to set up that I could set up anywhere. I noticed on a lot of the bike trails that I did this year, last year, a lot of the trails I was doing didn't necessarily have wooded areas to set up a hammock, or, you know, I couldn't hang unless it was like a picnic shelter, or those of you who've hammock camped, you know how hard it is to find that perfect set of trees. It is difficult. And as much as I love my hammock setup, I just wanted a freestanding tent. A freestanding tent I can set up in the middle of a field if I need to. I can set it up underneath a picnic shelter. I can throw that up pretty much anywhere. So, started looking at bike packing tents. Bike packing tents are kind of new. They're kind of a new niche, I guess. And they are pricey, and they are kind of ridiculous, in my opinion. Now, several different companies are making these bike packing tents. You've got MSR making the Hubba Hubba bike pack. Nemo, I think, has one. You have the Big Agnes Blacktail Hotel. You have several different options. Sea to Summit has one, the Telos, I think it's called. I kept looking at all those, and I just really didn't want to drop $400 or $500 on a freestanding tent, even though I know that's just what it is. But you guys know I'm cheap. So I kept looking for deals, and I came across the MSR Hubba Hubba backpacking version. It's a 1P, it's a solo tent, the 1-person Hubba Hubba tent for, I think it was around $250 on Amazon. It's the 2022 version. It's a little bit old, but, well, old in the land of gear, I guess you'd say. Not old, I mean, it came to me brand new. But I thought that was a really good deal. $250, man, you know, carbon fiber poles, super lightweight. It's about 2 pounds, 4 ounces. It's super lightweight. It's almost exactly the same as the bike packing version that they have, other than the fact that the bike packing version has shorter poles, and it comes with a bag that you can put on your handlebar, which I'm not going to do anyway. So, you know, I was just like, well, I'm just going to buy the backpacking version. It's light, and I can use it for backpacking. This has a lot of uses, a ton of different uses. So that's what I ended up getting, the MSR Hubba Hubba 1P backpacking version, and I'm pretty excited about it. It's a nice tent. I've set it up here in the basement and played with it, and yeah, it's light. Those carbon fiber poles are slick, and it took me less than 2 minutes to set the thing up. I literally, you know, I can set this thing up in super fast time and don't have to worry about, I don't know, dealing with, you know, if I roll up to a camp in the dark. You don't have to worry about anything else much than just getting the poles up and the body on and the fly on, and we're good to go. So I'm excited about it, and I think it's going to be a good option. I know some of you out there might be laughing at me saying I'm regressing in my gear choices, because I know a lot of noobs use the MSR Hubba Hubba. In fact, it's the most popular backpacking tent out there, I believe. Maybe I am regressing. I don't know. Maybe I'm tired of the fancy smanchy crap, and I just want an ease of use and ease of setup, and just tired of trying to keep up with the Joneses and have all this fancy gear, and just use. MSR is a very good brand. These tents have been around for a very long time. They're proven, and they always have pretty good ratings. So for me, it was a no-brainer. And of course, with tents, of course, you need to use a sleeping pad, which I don't always carry, but I will have to now if I'm doing any tent camping. I just did a review on the Flextail, the Flextail Ultralight pump that they sent me. I really like that pump. And I also have the bike pump from Flextail that I still need to do a review on. So in addition to the Flextail pumps, I also got sent this entire suite of pumps from a company called E10 Wolf. They sent me all 3 models of their pumps. So I have the Air 5 Pro Max. This is big guy, big monster. It's a car camping pump. I'm not going to take that backpacking or anything. Then there's a smaller one. There's the Air 2 pump, which is this one here. And the one that I am most fond of, and will probably be the one I actually will take backpacking, is the Air 3. This is a light and a pump. It has a little lantern built into it. A little bit heavy, a little bit bulky, but I really like this product a lot. So I'm going to do a review video on comparing all 3 of these models of these E10 Wolf pumps soon. Look for that video very soon. So like I said, 2025 is going to be a cool year with new gear and some stuff to try out, some new setups to try out, and some new places that I'm going to be checking out, some new rail trails, some new long trails. And I'm just going to be doing some exploring, some adventure, and I cannot wait, I'll tell you what. And another really cool thing that I should mention is my whole family and I bit the bullet this year, and we got passports. First time in my life I've ever had a passport. 50 years on this earth, I've never had a passport. Finally have one coming. I think it's a few weeks away. It's going to be mailed to me, but never had a passport before, but this opens up a lot of opportunities for us. One of my wife and I's dreams is to visit Iceland. We have been talking about Iceland for many, many years. And she's not even a big outdoor hiking adventure person, but she really wants to see Iceland. I definitely want to see Iceland. So that's on our list. And then, of course, we can go up anywhere in Canada, go to Mexico, anywhere, anywhere we want to go now. And the whole family can go. So it's really cool. Never had a passport before. I'm pretty excited to go see the world, do some traveling, and finally see some places that I've never seen before. I'm not getting any younger. Like I said, I'm 50 now. And I know a lot of you out there might say that's young still. I don't feel young. I feel like time's ticking. You know how your parents always said, life goes faster the older you get? That is absolutely true. I feel like life is flying by. I feel like just every day that I work is another step closer to death. And that's a terrible outlook. But I want to be able to see a lot of places, go a lot of places, do things, experience things, see oceans and rivers and cliffs and lakes and waterfalls and things that I have never seen before in my life, and share it all with you guys. So that is going to be something I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to be doing a lot more filming again this year. Of course, I still have the Canon here that I'm filming this on, but I also have another piece of gear that is going to become much more of my filming kit, and that is this. I've talked about this. This is the iPhone 16 Pro that I got a couple months ago. One thing I didn't really do is film a lot on my bikepacking trips, because bringing this hefty camera setup is not the most ideal, especially when you're on a bike. And if the weather's anything other than sunny and nice, forget about it. I'm not going to even try to film with this big camera rig. But this opens up a lot of opportunities for me. The quality on this thing is unreal. The 3 lenses that you get is just freaking amazing. And the fact that it has the MagSafe. I have the MagSafe built into my OtterBox case here. So I'm going to get a basically a magnetic tripod. So I'll be able to just, you know, stick it right to there, set it up, and go. It's going to be amazing. And this is a 256 gig, so I got plenty of storage. May even get an external hard drive for it, which they do make. And yeah, so I'm going to be doing a lot more filming. I'm going to film my bikepacking adventures with my phone. So you may notice a little bit difference in quality of videos, just look and feel, things like that. But for the most part, they're going to look very similar because, like I said, this looks like almost as good as this mirrorless. In fact, the sensor is probably about the same size on them. So, all right, guys, as always, thank you so much for watching me ramble on in this video. Look for lots more great stuff to come. I'm going to be talking about hiking. I'm going to be talking about backpacking, camping, bikepacking, adventuring, exploring, all kinds of cool stuff. 2025 is going to be a year to remember, and I'm excited. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to bring you guys along with me on every adventure that I can. So be sure to stay tuned. Keep watching. I'll talk to you guys real soon.